This is not gonna end well.
Hello guys.
Today's pizza. I'm very happy about that. Can you have this sriracha, please?
Sriracha.
Oh my god! What the hell was that? Today's topic, people, while we eat our nice pizza, which is a very good branch here in Korea. No More Pizza. Little ad because it's really good.
How come the brand name is No More Pizza?
That's a very good question. I don't know who decided on that.
No more pizza except us.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought about it while discussing with my boss today because she's gonna get married next year apparently.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So she was like, yeah, like
Whoa.
very casually announcing, oh, tea, okay.
Wait, we never know.
Well,
You never know.
You never know. However, that's the plan right now,
A
right?
year before,
Yeah,
you never
you
know.
never know.
A month before, you never know.
That's true.
A week before, you never know.
And she was like kind of a bit scared because right now they don't live together, right? And so she's like, yeah, when I talk to my friends about this, a lot of them say that the husband change once they get married. So she asking me like, do you feel like anything different? I was like, me personally, not that much. I asked her like, okay, but then what is changing then? Like in what way do they say that it changes? She was like, he's less nice, he's making less effort and stuff like this. I was like, I think that's the reason why it didn't change for me, is that mine never pretended before that he was kind of like a certain person. He was not doing like all of these things before that he stopped doing. He was just not doing it before and he's not doing it now. Or like not to that extent or level. So like, yeah, I knew what I was getting myself into. So I think that's why it didn't change in that way. But apparently a lot of her friends have like this fall like of like, oh my god, he's such a nice man, like he loves me, he does everything for me. And now it's just like, it's just a man. Like it's just a regular man doing the thing, you know.
That's a huge worldwide gaslighting from girls about guys. Guys, when they get married, they change. Ladies as well.
No. They're not gonna say themselves, I change. So of course the girls talking to the girls are gonna say they change.
Okay.
There's no gaslighting here. They're just not gonna be like, yeah, I make less effort to be like this or this. At least the guy in their mind is doing way less than he was doing before when they were just dating. And so they're like a bit disappointed about that. They're like, marriage changed him basically because now he's becoming comfortable and now there's no more like this kind of vibe. So, my question to you, did our relationship, our dynamic change after we got married, in your opinion?
Yes.
In what way?
In a bad way. But in a good way.
Go ahead.
I do really love my personal time, my own time. And I knew that you're kind of person like talkative. And after we lived together, I realized you are way more.
Alors, every time you say this to people, and every time I'm like, I really don't think it's the case. And I really just think that it's because you are the kind of guy who wants to do things on his own, just in general. I'm not that talkative. You need to stop gaslighting people. No, you need to stop. Listen to me. Listen to me. You need to stop gaslighting people into thinking that is the case. It is not true.
No.
It is not true, sir. And then, because you like to be in a little corner, like, doing your... Then suddenly, I'm talkative because I'm just like, hey, by the way, oh my god, I'm so talkative.
It's kind of subjective. Compared to me, you are talkative.
That's not true, though.
Why?
It just depends on the subject. Every time I speak about a subject you don't care about, I'm talkative. If I talk about a subject you like, suddenly it's fine. It's very different. Think about it for a minute.
We are talkative.
Okay. And also, that's not my question, by the way.
Something you change, right?
Yeah, this was a fact. It's just like you feel it more, but it was a fact. So nothing changed. That's more a difference between living alone or living together. But just like dynamic-wise, I'm saying.
Nothing really changed. Am I?
That's what I'm saying. I told her no. To me, nothing really changed. Like it was the same as when we were dating, to me. The only thing that changed is like, not marriage-wise, it's more like living together-wise. Because there's different styles of like living. You like to spend your time over there. I like to do things together. So that's the little thing we need to adjust. But that's all. The rest is like more. And all your little OCDs.
OCD? What is that?
Things need to be at their places. Okay. Everything needs to be away. It's kind of vibe.
It's not that tough. I mean,
It's not that tough, but it's still more than me. Again, subjective.
There's something that I can say also. You are not OCD.
That's what I'm saying.
Like too much, not OCD. You just here and there. Hey, where is the socks? Like that. Hey, it's not funny. About us, nothing changed. So,
What did you want?
is there a huge change around you?
I don't have that many friends that are married. I don't actually zero.
Oh, yeah?
Actual close friend married? No, none, zero. You?
Is that change? No, they realize. They realize, this person is not someone I knew, someone I thought.
Do you know what? I think that's the main thing. That's a Korean issue compared to the West. This specific thing, because you don't live together until you're actually married. Mostly here. So of course it's going to change. It's not marriage; it's just living together. Do you want Korea to change in that way? Like, would you prefer people to actually live together before they get married? Like, would you think it would be something that could happen?
Yeah, I think so. Because in Korea, it depends on the generation. We are so different.
Yeah.
So every generation, they do something very new.
Would you want your kids to live with
If
their
they want.
No. Would you prefer? I'm saying.
Yeah, there's a life habit. For example, if you're alone at home, you are super dirty. But if you go outside and I'm meeting your girlfriend, you act like a clean person because it's kind of manner. But when you go back home, you're back to the dirty person. But if you live together, somebody needs to give up. Like being dirty, I need to give up, or you need to give up.
Meet in the middle. Compromise. Dating, you always put up a front anyway. You act in dating life. Always. It's easy to act. Going home, this is your true self. I think it's a necessity, actually, to live together before, because you're going to get married to somebody you do not know.
But also, some people, they act even though they get married. Even though they live together.
It's very tiring.
Very good actors. You bite yourself? Huh.
Can you stop laughing at my pain?
You don't die.
You don't know that. I mean, it's the
You don't know.
beginning, and then you're gonna get
Insurance.
infected. That was the little interesting talk we had today.
Have you had fears before get married? When you're planning, or when we talked about the wedding?
We talked about this too. She asked me who planned the wedding. I was like, he did. He took care of it. He was like, oh yeah, me too. I'm gonna ask him to take care of it because I feel it's gonna be too much of disputes. Like it's gonna be too stressful if we try to make it together. So you're just gonna take care of it. I was like, yeah, exactly. He took care of it. It's better. Like, let's not fight on this. But then the issue is, like, I didn't have a very specific vision of what it had to be. But a lot of people have their dream wedding. So then it's an issue. It could be, you know, touchy. If both of them have an idea of what they want and it doesn't match, now what?
Like our interior design.
But isn't it nice?
Yeah. Because I gave it up.
Scheiße.
Anyway, back to the question. When we start to think about the wedding, the marriage, do you have some concern, fear?
The wedding or the marriage?
Marriage, wedding.
Wedding, no.
Whatever.
Wedding, I was afraid it was going to be too ceremonial. Very awkward to me. I was like, ew, I hope not. Marriage? No, because we're already so comfortable in the dating phase. To me, it's going to just like be the same trajectory, which is a thing that Brigitte, for example, she always tells me she doesn't want like a comfortable relationship. She wants something more like,
how come?
She was like this kind of all the time, and I'm like, no, me, I prefer comfortable relationship personally. So because it was already comfortable then, going into the marriage life, comfortable as well, so all good, you know. I was looking forward to it rather. The one thing maybe would be kind of what we said earlier, like what you like to do in your own time and what I like to do in my own time. Because I know I like to do stuff with people. When I have a plan of doing something, I'd rather have something to do it with me than alone. I had to change here. Coming to Korea, I adapted to doing stuff alone. But usually I don't do stuff alone. What about you?
Not really. Because I trust my fortune of life.
You need to stop with this.
When you think about your life, the past life, to me, seriously, everything was so nice. Eventually, I had a sad moment. I had the frustrating moment, everything. But eventually, it was so nice. So how do I not trust the fortune of my life? Anyway, eventually, it's gonna be so nice.
Okay, that's the way to look at it. What is today's question of the day?
Do you want to get married?
That's a good point. Not everybody wants. Do you want to get married, yes or no? If you're married, is it what you expected it to be? And on that note, we talked it off. I'm gonna finish this and we'll see you in the next one. Okay.
Bye.